Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya nak jodoh Coach Zuhri. Selamat datang, good evening. Okay, so saya nak bantu anda untuk mendapat perkahwinan yang berkat bahagia dengan ta'aruf halal method. Okay, kalau tak halal tak payah buat. Alright, so uh, kita nak sambung. When it comes to having bad relationships, kan, sometimes it is the other person. It is also possible to consider that it could be you letting this happen to you, can causing have some contributing to a bad relationship, okay, attracting it into your life. We've covered things like it could be you, it could be the other person, could usually is the other person, wink. It's usually is the other person. But if it's you, if it's things like you have a fantasy thinking about Prince Charming, he should be everything that you want, and maybe you are avoiding intimacy, okay, uh, you know, being establishing an emotional bond, or being a drama queen or king. Men can be drama kings as well. Um, or maybe you're stuck in the past. You want to move on in the relationship. Lepas tu, but you still stuck on your past. You have some sort of transference. Transference ni macam, oh, you cannot fix the last guy, so you're trying to fix the new guy, even though the new guy doesn't need the same type of fixing. Can. All right. So, okay. And defensive, you might be defensive. And the guy is someone's trying to advise you, someone who cares about you, nak advise you, tapi you tak boleh terima, kan? And I've seen this a lot, because datang minta nasihat, kan? Datang nak minta nasihat, tapi minta nasihat, minta pendapat, kan? Tapi bila I give my uh, perspective, dia tak setuju. He or she just wants me to confirm their belief. So uh, susah lah, kan, susah macam tu, because you want me to give you a different perspective, or you want me to confirm what you really believe about yourself or about your ex, kan. So it would be a disservice, it's detrimental if I let you on. It's like, oh no, memang Muhammad tu macam tu, oh sebab tu lah, blah blah blah. But it's we're not addressing the real issue. That's the problem, being defensive, kan. All right, so, and susah happily single, we discussed this yesterday. Susah nak single because you might have reasons for being having trouble being happily alone, okay. Having trouble being happily alone, and you equate, being alone as being pathetic, or you get depressed, actually clinically depressed, or being alone triggers fear, anxiety. You don't trust anyone. Okay, so tonight kita nak sambung di mana kita sambung where you feel your love is enough to fix him. You want to fix him, okay, him or her, okay, but usually uh, I'm talking to women who are asking me, so I'm responding to women, okay. Um, you feel that your love can fix him. You feel that your uh, this relationship, there's something wrong with him. He's a bad boy. He's a bad guy. He's bad at the relationship. He breadcrumbs you. He gives you piggy banking. I'll explain that. Um, because you feel that you want to prove. When I say you, I don't mean you. I mean your sister, someone you know. Okay, kakak bawang yang dekat office tu, contoh. Alright. So this is just for your reflection. Okay, and so when you are trying to fix him in a relationship, in this bad relationship, there is some sort of you're trying to prove something. One, you're trying to prove something. You're trying to prove that you are woman enough to be able to fix this relationship. Two, you actually have made you are invested too much in this relationship and you can't let go, and that comes from a place of it doesn't come from choice. It comes from scarcity, desperation. So nanti I'll explain more on that. Okay, so the problem with this, you feel that your love is enough to fix him, and you feel that your love is enough to fix him. Uh, you tend to redirect the need for love and safety and expression to men, and it could be becomes to a point of an addiction, in a way, an addiction untuk to fix this. Even though dia tak nak kahwin you, dia tak nak minang kan, and then he has some whatever drug problems ke apa ke, but you still want to fix it. Um, I've seen this, unfortunately, and you still want to, oh, I can fix this guy. If I marry him, he will be okay. So, wow. Kan, kalau if he marries me, he will be okay. I just need him to get him to marry me. So he has problem with his job and all this. But if he marries me, he will be okay. My love will fix him. So that kind of thinking. And but as you can probably guess, these women never fulfilled in this relationship because they are with incapable men, men who are not capable of returning their love or fulfilling their love. And so to figure out if whether you have this addiction of fixing someone because you think your love is enough to fix another person. Okay, I'll share with you some signs that that you might be suffering from this, but you don't realize it. So this is something for you to reflect on, and uh, you- because it's like this, because you believe you have the power to change someone through love. It's mostly fantasical, kan? It's mostly fantasy punya thinking. You can't change another person, can't change another person. So they can change themselves. You can change you. Alright? And seseorang seseorang itu tak boleh mengubah diri kecuali Allah akan mengubah seseorang itu, atau Allah akan mengubah seorang umat itu jika seorang umat itu mengubahkan nasib dirinya sendiri. Kan? It is said. Okay, so what are the signs that you think your love can fix him? If you think you're going through this, it's please reflect and ask your friend, istisharah with your friend, and think about it. Okay, so signs that you think your love will fix him is one, during your childhood, you or your parents emotionally or physically unavailable or have some sort of substance abuse. Okay, hopefully not the latter, but hopefully not both. Emotionally or physically unavailable because you lack that love from from your parents, and then you think that love can fix. If you only had that love from your parents, you would be a better person. Can you would feel love, you'll be fulfilled, but unfortunately not, because your parents were unavailable emotionally and physically. Uh, it, it you assume that love can change and fix things. All right, so you are generally controlling. You feel that your love can fix things by controlling. Oh, he should feel this way, he should feel that way. I do this for him, I do everything for him, but he should reciprocate in such a manner. Controlling and hoping someone would feel by showing through your way of love. Okay, and the next slide is, you are in a helping profession. Very much like me, or even nurses, doctors, in a helping profession again, because um, we want to help. Okay? People in the helping profession generally mean well, want to help, but there is a level of realization that we need to not have transference. Okay, for example, me as in psychology, transference is bila we allow someone who we are giving counseling to, uh, to transfer their emotional problems through us. Macam, uh, for example, she has daddy issues, and her daddy never listened to her, having problems and not getting enough love from her daddy. So when she comes to see me, I listen. That's what I do. I listen, and she transfers that macam, oh, so that that transference to me, it's a transference. So it's something that psychologists, coaches always have to be on the lookout for. Okay, so kena have some boundaries. Boundaries is very important between coach or counselors. The boundaries is very important so that transference doesn't happen, because transference is not a solution. Transference is just putting the blame on someone else. Basically, you can't blame the other person. You taking putting blame on another person, a new person. So something that we have to always be on the lookout for: is there transference happening at every conversations, at every session? Is there transference happening? At the back of my head, watch out for this. Can watch out for this transference. Okay, all right. Especially macam alhamdulillah, my wife trusts me, and she is aware that I know what transference is and always on the lookout for transference, and I'm always consulting single women, and they have a lot of traumatic past, and I must always keep it, casual but professional at the same time, can but always on the lookout and protecting myself and my clients, so that transfers don't happen, to help them empower themselves more rather than transferring emotional, emotional needs from me. That you need to be the source of empowerment, not from me. Okay, okay. So just sharing with you, me as a coach and as a psychologist, can we have always to be on this lookout. All right, because it could get dangerous if we do not look out for this level of professionalism. Boundaries needs to be there. Okay, all right, so cool. All right, so um helping profession. Next sign is you immediately blame yourself for your problems, even things that are beyond your control. Can uh don't you, someone who is self-effacing like me, usually I can relate to this. I've taken a psychological test dulu masa nak masuk form 1. I don't know if you took this test. Masa nak masuk form 1 dulu, we have to do this test, personality test. So one of the things that I have is self-effacing. So it was a big word for me. It's like self-effacing. Penatang apa tu kan? Self-effacing. Someone who blames themselves a lot for things that are not beyond your control. And some things are, there are things beyond your control and some things that you can control. But macam, uh, like recently, one of the ladies I'm coaching, her father passed away. And the first thing I thought to myself was macam, if only I have helped her to get married sooner, she could have at least tell her father that, don't worry, dad, I'm taking care, I'm settled. You don't worry, go with ease. Okay, that was what I was feeling and what I was thinking. And because that's my mission. That's my mission, is to help her get married again. And s- I firstly blame myself. And but it, even though it's beyond my control, kan, her father passing on. Of course I didn't tell her this lah, orang tengah sedih. It's like rubbing it in, kan. Ngo- Itu memang kurang asam punya statement lah. I just say, oh, I'm very sorry, takziah, and doakan. Okay, so of course I didn't say that to her, but I was feeling that. And in fact, I used it. I used that self-effacing thought, and that moment of realization. It's like, Zuri, you need to move faster. You need to help these people to get married faster. The plan is have a structured plan and get them married, have get them a jodoh by Ramadan, so that you know you stop feeling blaming yourself again. Okay, so this is what you do. Bangun pukul 4 pagi bangun 3 pagi 4 pagi. It's like, okay, this is the plan. I said, you see that whiteboard? Yeah, left. I have 3 whiteboards here. I just write on the wall like a crazy person. And it's like, start planning. Okay, goal. Everyone must have, or everyone I'm coaching must have a calon jodoh by Ramadan. Work backwards. And what do how do I need to prepare them? And how do I make to prepare them? Work backwards. So it's like something good came out of it. Okay, unless yeah, something I try to use my sad negative emotions, turn it into good, something productive. So that's the plan. I'm gonna help people I'm coaching to get at least one jodoh, to get one confirmed jodoh by Ramadan. So that's the plan. The plan is laid out, and how I'm going to help prepare everyone to get matched by Ramadan, inshallah. Okay, so enough about me. Enough about me. Just sharing, just sharing. Can um so even though her father's death was something beyond my control, but what's within my control was helping, is helping, is helping people I'm coaching to get married by Ramadan, inshallah. Okay, so that is within my control. So in a way, I'm trying to ease myself. Zuri, don't let this happen again. Don't feel guilty like this. Help them practically, kan? Practically as in ilmu yang betul, tindakan yang betul, result yang betul. Okay, so that is the plan. And the goal is Ramadan dah ada seorang jodoh confirm, and then raya nanti dah ada, you would be people I'm coaching, dah ada orang dah pergi rombongan raya haji, dah ada ring around your finger, dah tunang, and then maybe by the end of next year you dah I dapat jemputan kahwin you. So that is what I'm visualizing, and that is what I'm praying for you. And the plan is laid out. Okay, all right. So enough about me and my self-effacing behavior. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is me. I'm not saying that my love can fix you. My love for the ummah can fix you. Can I'm saying that self-effacing behavior, there are benefits, because go back to this lah. I know I share this a lot. Allah give us life. Allah also give us emotions. How do we use that emotion? Is to grow towards Allah, to benefit the ummah, and to grow towards Allah. So emotions are not to make us feel mandom or just sad je, tak. Emotions are to propel us, to make us stronger, to give us focus, kan? And a lot of emotions are being used, unfortunately, is being misused or not used. And stoicity, that's a different topic. I'm not going to that. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this. Um, okay, so um, okay, so what are the signs you think your love will fix him? Okay, you feel compulsive about changing a man who is cold, unresponsive, unloving, or unkind. You feel compulsive. You rasa macam you kena. It's something you addictively, something uh, you feel it's your duty. You kena prove to yourself and to him. It's a compulsion that you have untuk ubah orang ni. Asal dia ni tak nak masuk Minang, kan? Asal dia ni tak nak cinta aku. Asal dia ni kerek dengan aku, kan? Mesti dia sayang kat aku ni. So, it's a compulsion you have to change this. Okay, this is a sign. Possibly you have this sign. Uh, okay, all right. That's the next sign. Okay, do you have this sign? No, hope not. Okay, you feel next sign is you feel like you can't control your behavior when it comes to relationship. You cannot control your behavior ni bahaya. It's usually overlapping dengan drama queen and drama king, kan? Usually drama queen and drama king usually explodes or implodes. Um, si gaduh je, gaduh, gaduh, gaduh. And you feel your love will fix him, and you can't control your behavior when it comes to relationship. Behavior comes from behavior is tindakan kan, and behavior comes from emotion. So if it's an emotion that you can't control of having, how emotion forms our own perception, how we perceive that. So if you can perceive how the meaning of that behavior that you put in your mind, and you the meaning you give to it can control your behavior. But if you cannot control the perception and what meaning you give, the meaning tu paling penting kan. That macam, oh, he's unresponsive to me because um, he just memang tak nak kat aku, so why should I waste time with him? What meaning you give to him, or what meaning you give to yourself is, uh, oh, he's unresponsive, therefore I need to push him to marry me, force him to commit to me, bend him to my will, whatever it takes, because I'm not a quitter. I've never quit, right? There are times in life you need to cut your losses. Betul. Some investment are not just worth it to continue investing in. It's up to your wisdom to realize when to call it off, when to cut your losses. You've put in 10 years, contoh you put in 10 years of your life with this girl or this guy, and why did I immediately say this girl? Thinking of myself. Anyway, dulu, zaman jahil dulu. So you've put in, years and years with this person, and like dia tak nak juga masuk Minang kan. Bila nak cakap pasal kahwin tak nak, wouldn't commit, tak nak jumpa parents you, or cakap dia tak nak anak, dia tak nak anak, and to you it's a deal breaker, but you still want to keep pushing the deal for the deal to work. So okay, right? Boleh. Okay. So you feel me? You feel me? Alright, cool. Any questions? Nanti kita boleh bincang dekat Telegram. Alright. So because I know you're shy, most of you can. And yeah, so is your love enough? Can your love fix him? Next is you're obsessed. So you're obsessed. You would say that you are obsessed with your love interest. Obsession is a very dangerous thing because you can't think of anything else. Makan, tidur tak kenyang, makan tak lena, kan? Mandi tak kepam. So I'm mixing up. Anyway, so it's an obsession, which is dangerous. You're losing focus. The focus, what is supposed to be focus? Focus is taqwa. Taqwa is the focus. But you're thinking about this person, this guy, jantan ni, perempuan ni, kan? And instead of putting your focus on taqwa, which is your main primary love, the greatest love is Allah. And obsession with another human being is really unhealthy. You are you become everything the person sensitive. You're very sensitive to everything the person do and don't. Can katakan, you say good morning to that person, you tengah ada menaruh harapan with this guy dekat office, contoh, and macam, hey, good morning, dia tak layan, mungkin dia tak dengar, his mind was somewhere else, and then you thinking macam, hey, dia tu jahat betul lah kan, aku selama ni dia tak balas pun, bla bla bla. You rasa sedih dan mandom, and it's affecting your whole day. You rasa down, and you wish macam, tak apa, I'll try again. Tomorrow I'm gonna say good morning louder to this guy. Hopefully I get his attention. You focus about that the whole day. Kan, bukan nak fokus nak zikir ke apa, but you focus on that. So, contoh obsession. Alright? Okay, so cool. Thank you for joining. Okay, so okay, so this one is the next sign is you it's interrelated. It's a sign where you regularly think about ways you can finally get your needs met in a relationship, and because you have been focusing on changing the other person, can you're focusing on changing the other person, fix the other person in order to get your needs met. So if you push love to this guy, and then eventually somehow magically he will love you back in the way you want him to love you, and you're thinking of ways, plan. Again, how do I make him love me? How do I make him love me? How do I make him love me? That's all you can think about. Okay, and your needs, of course, you want to be loved. Kan, betul. It's natural, but you keep thinking of plans. How do I make him love me? What's the strategy? What's the tactic? Okay, Coach Zuhri tak ajar pun macam mana nak ngorat laki. Kan? Coach Zuhri tak ajar pun macam mana nak ngorat laki, tak payah dengar. Kan? No, no, that's not how it works long term. Okay, jangan malukan diri. So I tak ajar you malukan diri, I ajar you naik, kenal martabat you yang tinggi tu, jangan lower your standards. I ajar tu. Alright, so I, okay, fair warning, I tak ajar benda-benda mengarut ni. Okay, okay, so next sign is sometimes you believe you have to manipulate others to get your needs met. Manipulation. Manipulation. You Usually we think that, oh, only men manipulate, but from a man's perspective, women can also do that too, can, in order to get her needs met. So um it goes both ways, really. Kan, macam buat-buat merajuk, or buat-buat sedih, buat-buat comel to get your needs met, kan. So those are one of the things that women do. I don't know if laki boleh buat merajuk tapi tak comel. Okay, so it is some form of manipulation, or some say seduction, but honesty is the best policy, and it comes from truth. Truth is the way. Okay, all right. So you feel, next sign is you feel that a sense of powerlessness or helplessness. That is horrible feeling. Can you sense of powerlessness over your ability to repeat your patterns with men who cannot love you. And you feel powerlessness, helpless. How come I try to fix him and then he keeps breaking up with me? Yeah, every man I try to fix breaks up with me. Contoh, kan. So because you think that would work, kan. Problem solution. Kereta rosak, pergi repair. Kereta rosak, pergi repair. And that's not how it works humanly. Okay, all right. So you sense powerless, and feeling powerless it gives you even more anxiety. Betul tak? Betul tak? Kan? Powerlessness, helplessness is a horrible feeling. It's one of the most horrible feeling ever. Because you want it to happen, you try everything, masih tak menjadi-jadi, kan? So you feel powerless or helpless, and it's a pattern that you might see in yourself. If you see that pattern in yourself, try to pattern interrupt. And during the coaching group, we do some pattern interrupt. We call it switch, and for you to stop thinking, to interrupt the negative thinking patterns into a more positive ones. Okay, so okay, Bleh, still with me? Thank you. All right, so these are also signs of self sabotage. Betul tak? Because you want that relationship to work, kan? but somehow you don't realize that this is a self-sabotaging punya behavior. So I just want to share. I followed this movie, this TV series called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I like it because it's a romantic comedy musical series. It's fun to watch, but the ending is so powerful. And I think there are 4 seasons. Good. Um, so Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I mean, it is a very good reflection on how someone would self sabotage themselves. That show, uh, you know, it is not 100%. It's not halal entertainment. I would say 100% halal entertainment. But if you want to look at it scientifically as a form of reflection on how people, on how people self sabotage themselves, their relationship, their own behavior, their own thought patterns. Uh, this is a good show to watch. I would recommend it. Okay, I don't recommend you doing what she does, but sometimes when we watch a story or read a story and we see macam, hey, I think I'm doing that. I'm doing that to myself. Why am I doing that to myself? It's just for reflection. Okay, and in this story, she is a very brilliant lawyer. Legally, she's brilliant. Professionally, she's brilliant. Can and but emotionally, herself, her relationship, she puts her self value in other people. That's a problem. She puts her self value in a man, on other men, and then she would make mistakes with them, sabotage each relationship, and ruin other men's lives as well. So it's a whole jumbled up confusion. Okay, if you want to watch it, ambil iktibar from the mistakes. Don't do what she does, except for the last ending thing. Last ending thing is very last episode of the last season. It's a very powerful thing. All right, when she finally chose, you have to watch the whole thing. All right, so Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Uh, it's very funny. It's also musical and self-reflection. Uh, it's also about one of my favorite songs from that show. And every show they are the one theme song. Okay, and one of the favorite song they have is it's pro feminist, anti feminist, and uh, at the same time in one song. So it's a very good self criticizing um self criticizing show. Okay, so yeah, I just um, it's something for you to reflect on. Okay, so all right, so moving on. All right, thank you for joining. Wave. Okay, so the show is called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. There are 4 seasons. Mm, it's good for reflection. Don't do what she does. All right, so nak share sikit pasal limiting beliefs. Okay, you might have limiting belief um where you feel that you're stuck with this guy. You're with this guy. You're trying to fix him. Why are you trying to fix him? You That limiting belief is you think you have no other choice. This is the only one for you, and you don't have any other choice. Okay, choice versus scarcity. Scarcity thinking macam tak ada orang lain lah nak kat aku, tak ada orang lain lah yang boleh sayang aku macam ni, tak ada orang lain ya boleh terima aku seadanya. Okay, that is scarcity mindset. Kan, wahal Allah maha kaya, Allah nak you bahagia, you fikir tak ada orang lain lah untuk you stuck on this one guy. Kan, so scarcity mindset, you tak percaya Allah tu maha kaya, Allah nak bagi you yang baik. So instead of thinking that you have other choices, if you first come from a place of choice, come from a place of Allah maha kaya, you come from a place yang there are other choices that's good for you out there. If you don't come from that, then you will be stuck in Oh, I can fix him. Macam contoh lah, contoh. Just an analogy Macam, oh, this is the only car I have. I have to keep fixing it. It keeps breaking down. It's not reliable. This is the only car I have. I have no other choice. I cannot buy a new car. No other car will want me. I have to keep fixing it, fixing it, fixing it. Dah, you already married to this car, and you just can't get rid of this car, and then for the rest of your life it's just this one car you have to keep fixing, and you have to keep giving. There's no reciprocation, you're not taking anything back. Okay, so scarcity, contoh tu kalau kereta lah, right? But one day, what if you realize, one day you realize, hey, I have a choice. I can afford another car. Screw this old car. Thank you for your service. Goodbye, right? And get a new car that is not so, that doesn't need so much fixing. Just regular maintenance. Any marriage requires maintenance, regular communication, trust, open communication. So, choice versus scarcity. Are you going to stick with the same old car that needs fixing, that is just trouble to you, kan, stuck tengah jalan, promise nak kahwin, tak kahwin, kan, stuck, uh, the old dang car, okay? Or choice. Would you, if you realize that you have a choice, that if you realize that Allah Maha Kaya, Allah nak you bahagia, if you realize that, try to imagine for a moment, you know Allah Maha Kaya, you read this Asmaul Husna dan sebagainya, tapi you tak percaya inside, kan, Allah Maha Kaya, Allah nak you bahagia, you tak percaya inside. uh you're going to be stuck in the same scarcity mindset. Yeah, you're going to be stuck in that old relationship and being stuck in the past. um because this is one of the things that I assist on, the ladies I coach, is sebab dah lama sangat stuck in that scarcity mindset, kan, nak move on tu takes a lot of fixing, takes a lot of uh, attitude adjustment, which is not attitude adjustment sangat, it's more of a, you need to believe that Allah Maha Kaya, that is the key to get someone to move on. Someone wants you. Allah wants to give you someone. That is the key. So it takes a bit of work to show someone to believe yang Allah Maha Kaya. You know Allah Maha Kaya. You baca Asmaul Husna dan sebagainya, kan? But to believe Allah Maha Kaya, uh, sometimes it needs a bit of convincing to show and to prove. And one example I can give, and I want to give, is one of the ladies I'm coaching is, um, she's gone through, contoh from real case study for one of the ladies I'm coaching. She's gone through really really bad, uh, putus tunang, horrible tunang, kan, sampai masuk court sebab ex fiance dia pinjam duit untuk kahwin, untuk tunang, all expenses, a lot of it came from her. And she realized she has the right to demand her money back sebab ex tunang dia putus, court putus, so she wants her money back. So she has that right. And um she's even given us, and then she's given a chance to her ex tunang, cakap she just needs uh, bayar balik supaya dia tak terhutang, nanti roh dia tak selamat, kan. So just wants the money back. She just wants to move on, wants the money back supaya ex dia tak, she's the bigger person lah in here, kan, supaya dia tak terhutang. And then unfortunately ex tunang dia meninggal and masih lagi hutang kat dia. And then it's a long drawn out traumatic, and she had to go through therapy and take the strongest anxiety pills and so forth. So um, a lot, I mean, kisah dia is just so like, It's like it's one of those truth is stranger than fiction kind of story. And she's been through so many bad, horrible, traumatic experience. I baca pun panjang gila. It's like you could write a book with this, what you've gone through the past 10 years. That kind of, it's like, why don't you write a book? And she did not have the strength. If she writes to journal, it makes her even sadder. Okay, in that case, don't write it. Stop writing. And she even had, suicidal thoughts, wanted to jump off a building. So serious, okay, serious. That really, really bad. And alhamdulillah, after several months of coaching, with her, and now I would call her a warrior. Why? Is because okay, I told her the technique of ta'aruf halal. Okay, ta'aruf halal method, and you do this, you will not invest your emotions. You do this, you keep things professional and logical, and you know where this relationship is going. Okay, so about a month ago, she met someone online, and they discuss. He seems like a good man, but the problem, they realized that it did not work out. It could not work out logistically because that guy has a he's divorcee. He has kids over there, and she has a very she has a great career over here. She does not want to leave it. She is certain of herself. She knows what she wants. Okay, and that guy could not. She will not uproot herself from here, and it's a logistical problem. Sekufu-ish, but a logistical problem. And what happened was when she told me, she said, "Oh, it didn't work out, but I'm excited to meet the next guy." I did not did just her words to me. Okay, I did not invest my emotions. We knew where it was going. I filtered the right guy, but certain things could not work out, so it didn't work out. Okay, fine. He was a good man. Uh, just logistical problem, and so no emotional investment. It was done very cleanly, professionally, and she's looking forward. She said she's looking forward to the next one. So basically, she's so like, you know, next. Che, puya, I'm so proud to coach her. Kan, daripada dulu suicidal, now she's so confident. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Just bangga. Yeah, fine. I'm proud. What she says, next, next guy. All right, fine. Alhamdulillah. She said basically, Alhamdulillah, this guy, good man. He didn't do anything funny. She filtered the right way. She used the ta'aruf questions I gave her, and now her attitude is macam next, next guy. Moving on, right? So it's important to give small wins. Okay, important to give small wins. Big win is you dah nikah. Okay, small wins builds up. Small win, you stack it up, becomes big wins. Okay, so I'm just saying I'm so proud of her because she comes from a place of choice. Okay, she comes from knowing that Allah Maha Kaya, and the first and greatest love is Allah. That's my point. That's my point. Okay, she's not thinking macam scarcity dulu lah. Dulu scarcity. Ex-boyfriend tipu dia nak terjun bangunan. Ex-fiance putus tunang dia, there's a lot of saman menyaman going on, and sampai she had to go through therapy and all that. And now after coaching with her, can she's so confident, she knows Allah Maha Kaya. She knows it and she feels it. Okay, she knows and feels that Allah Maha Kaya. She comes from a place of choice. Allah wants her to be happy. She feels it. She knows it. Okay, and I'm so proud. It's like, next, Che, you go, girl. All right. So this is, as a coach, I am proud. I am proud. I'm empowering confidence of loving Allah. Okay, uh, don't put your confidence in another person. Put your confidence in Allah. That's where real confidence comes from. I'm just guiding you the way. I'm just showing you that, you know, don't transfer your scarcity onto me, right? But draw your strength from Allah, because that's where true strength is. It's not from another person. Humans will fail you, will disappoint you, but Allah will never fail you. Allah's love is consistent and eternal and maha kaya. Can. All right. So, yeah, interesting. I'm proud. I'm proud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Uh, so, so when she said, next, she's looking forward to the next ta'aruf, the next guy. She knows what to do. She knows already. She has that clarity. She took that small step, yeah, forward. A small step for her, a great giant leap for marriage. Okay. So next. You go, girl. Okay. All right. So that is the importance of knowing that you have choice, and instead of feeling macam siapa nak kat aku, tak ada siapa nak kat aku, da mandom. Okay. All right. So how to not feel mandom and feel desperate and keep needing to fix one person, kan? Allah Maha Kaya. Allah Maha Kaya. So through coaching, I instill that Allah Maha Kaya. Okay? Right? So Allah Maha Kaya. The greatest love is Allah. Okay, so through coaching. And I'm not a ustad. I came from jahil dating myself. Can I've had suicidal thoughts before from breakups. Okay, dulu zaman jahil dulu thoughts I've done. Of course, I'm still alive, right? But thinking macam hopelessness, mandom, down. But alhamdulillah, a friend introduced me to ta'aruf halal method ni, and uh, Allah Maha Kaya, Allah akan mencukupi. Allah memang nak you bahagia, kan? Whether you do cara Allah suka atau tak suka, you buat cara Allah suka, you'll be confident like this girl. Alright, so next. Okay. Um yeah, just so proud. It's like when she told me, it's like, yeah, that's the impact I wanna have. You have such a that self confidence, kan? Macam, okay, next, okay. Alhamdulillah, that didn't work out. Alhamdulillah, that didn't work out. Okay, bukan Allah sedihnya, that didn't work out. No, Alhamdulillah, Allah knows best. That didn't work out. Allah knows the reasons. So move on. Next, just next. Okay, so this is one of the things that I want to share and instill the confidence in the people I'm coaching. Is macam, that didn't work out. Next, okay, next. Okay, so so small wins lead to big wins. Okay, small wins lead to big wins. Small wins. So a small win is, you have a choice. All right, just like that. Next. So she's macam like, instead of giving up, cakap, oh tak jadilah, blah blah blah. Power, man. Isn't that choice? Isn't choice power? Can, instead of being powerlessness, instead of being powerless, she's she knows she has a choice, because she knows she has power because she has a choice. She has a choice because she knows Allah Maha Kaya. Betul tak? Setuju. Okay? You're saying, I'm proud. Okay. So yeah, usually the problem with depression and anxiety is thinking of depression, anxiety tak mencukupi, masih trauma, and it comes from a place of scarcity, tak percaya Allah Maha Kaya. I know I'm saying this a lot tonight, Allah Maha Kaya, but if it's not an issue, you don't feel Allah Maha Kaya, then you would be already a super confident person to move on, can, because a lot, not you, I mean usually people yang WhatsApp me, oh, dia ni tak nak masuk Minang, dah 10 tahun kenal tak nak masuk Minang. Like, what? Senang je nak cakap, just dump him and move on. Yeah, just dump him and move on. Find someone, orang yang nak kahwin. But tapi kita orang pernah dah terlanjur bla bla bla. Like, itulah, janganlah buat benda yang Allah tak suka, kan? I didn't say that lah, but you know, dah, it's just that jangan buat benda yang Allah suka lah. Janganlah buat benda yang Allah tak suka. So that, and buat benda yang Allah suka, Allah akan show yang Allah Maha Kaya. Buat benda yang Allah tak suka, you will fall into scarcity mindset. You will fall into this mandom and laraness. I know, I've been there. Okay? Alright. So, wih. Okay. So, actually, so much more I want to share. Alright. So, nak tak you confident macam the lady I'm coaching tu, macam next, simple je. It's like, you know, because ilmu di dada, kan? Ilmu di dada, confident. Orang tak ilmu, tak confident lah. Katakan macam, macam mana aku nak pergi from Shah Alam to KL, kan? Tak tahu, tak confident lah. But if you tahu, you dah drive every day, you tahu, kan? Just confident lah bila you dah tahu, dah pernah buat. Okay, so of course kalau you tak pernah buat, of course it's nerve-wracking. But if you have a guide to show you, a GPS, yeah, consider me your GPS. I want to show you the way, okay? But you have to walk the path, right, Neil? Okay, so so choice and scarcity, big difference. You know, choice is Allah Maha Kaya. Scarcity is will lead you down a spiral that is just so dangerous. Okay, and okay, boleh. So I nak share. I've been giving homework. This homework is basically I ask the listeners to buat homework. This homework is not for me, kan? Banyak I kena filter through, and this homework is to empower you, to help you to let go, move on, percaya Allah Maha Kaya, percaya Allah nak you bahagia, cinta Allah. Allah is the greatest love, and Allah will never let you down. Those are the purpose of these homeworks. It's not yang I suka sangat nak tengok homework you. Tak. I nak you kuatkan takwa you. That's what I want. And when you have takwa, kan, insyaAllah a guy who has takwa will find you. That is what these homeworks are for. Okay, so this lady, one of my ladies I'm coaching, and she's a divorcee. She has 3 kids, if I recall. Divorcee, and then this is a conversation she told me about her conversation with her daughter, and let me put this on screen. Okay, so the homework is about letting things go. It's about, teddy bear dulu tu buang atau bakar, kan? Surat cinta lama tu, just burn it. Okay? To let it go so you can move on. Benda ni jadi macam saka. Okay? I'm using the term loosely, saka lah. It's affecting you emotionally. Alright, so dia cakap, my daughter heard about the homework. Okay, so I have to be very careful with my language because young ladies are listening to me and they're very impressionable. Okay, so that's why my messages are always very empowering. I want young ladies to be great women, great Muslimah, inshallah. So she said, my daughter heard about the homework. She said, mama bagi kat orang dah Hello Kitty yang abah bagi dekat the daughter. Okay, dia dah bagi. She already gave away the Hello Kitty yang ex-husband dia bagi tu. Okay, to move on. Do we have anything else that is Abbas? And then she said that, oh, both of you are part of Abah. Do you want me to throw you away? Haha. She's joking, of course. Kan? Okay, so good that you are moving on. Even your daughter has learned to let things go, can let go of the past. but it's equally important to know that the divorce is not her fault. Very, very important. Listen, listen. The divorce is not the children's fault. Okay? Listen, any divorces listening, div- ensure confidence in your child that divorce is not their fault. Otherwise, they'll grow up screwed up. They have other issues. They'll blame themselves for your mistakes, you and your husband's mistakes. Okay? Please, if you don't want to do anything else for the next 1 week, ensure them that it's not their fault. Okay? Do this, please. You want your children to grow up right. You don't want your children to go through blaming themselves that you did not work out. You don't want them to have issues with their relationships in the future. Remind them, tell them constantly it's not their fault. Help them to move on as well. Okay? It's not their fault. They will be blaming themselves. Children will, in a way, blame themselves. Self effacing and self blaming. Okay? So I continue to read. We live in KL. When we were married, after he left, we moved back balik kampung. I donated all his things. No love letters. Social media posts about us I deleted a long time ago. Good, good, because some of the cases I receive, she would say other cases, she would say that, oh, ada lagi gambar boyfriend dia dengan ex dia kat Facebook. Come on, man, take them away, get rid of it. Macam the ex boyfriend tu pun tak let go lagi kan. And at the same time, kalau your in-laws tengok, they'll be asking, oh, who's this girl kan. So come on, seriously, okay. Good that she's deleted a long time ago. So because she wants to move on, it's enough that you tell the next guy that you tengah nak taruh ni that you are a divorcee. Your ex-husband is still alive, and you have three children. That's enough information to start with. Tak payahlah tunjuk gambar berzaman-zaman dulu berdating-dating sangat kan. Uh, but things that I had of him and my daughter, she says, I posted to her FB page for her memory and some frame photos of us when we were dating. Okay, keep it at home, okay? Don't put it on social media. This is good. I say I have agree with this, because you okay. Let me read this first. And some frame photos of us when we were dating, I kept in her room to remind her that we were once happy. Okay, this is good. Okay, don't put it on social media. Just keep it in her room because she needs to know she came from a place of love and they were once happy. It didn't work out. It happens, but she wants to know. You need to remind her she came from love. Okay, two, it's very important for her childhood development that she came from love, and from she came from goodness. Okay, okay, please do this. uh if you're a divorcee, you have children, remind them that they came from love, they came from goodness, and it's not their fault. Okay, okay, please. Okay, so and then, and then, and then the third line is the constipated guy is someone she was meeting uh after she got divorced, and then she calls him the constipated guy, because that guy did. It's a very long drawn case. Okay, just to keep it very short. This guy pandai ajar dia mengaji. Kan? This guy pandai ajar mengaji, and she took notes from this guy. And all the buku tajwid, his notes are easiest to understand. She has not gotten rid of the notes from that guy because his notes are easy to understand. Okay, so she cannot let that go yet. My idea to suggest to you is, uh, would you be able to rewrite notes from your own understanding and get rid of the old notes to let the old notes go? Okay, from the constipated guy yang pandai ajar mengaji ni. Alright, bit of a backstory if you're not familiar with this particular story. The constipated guy too is is he is also a divorcee with kids. And what happened, this guy was breadcrumbing her. Breadcrumbing ni, dia kejap show up, give love bomb, lepas tu hilang. Show up, love bomb, hilang. And then last kali show up, and then basically he came to her and said, oh, ex-wife dia cakap, ex-wife dia sanggup nak kahwin balik, tapi dia kena kahwin orang lain dulu, which is her. And that was such a weird and unacceptable to her, naturally, kan. So dia geram, dia cakap, oh, I doakan dia, laki dan ex-wife dia dapat constipation. And so we started to refer to the ex guy as a constipated guy. So I don't know why this thing always has made me laugh every time I read it. Okay, it's one of the weirdest form of revenge I've read. Okay, and oddly enough, this guy pandai ajar mengaji, kan? He seems to have all the perfect, uh, criteria that she wants. Doesn't smoke, good father, uh, pandai ajar mengaji, good career, but has this utter disrespect to her, of breadcrumbing her, and then ex-wife pula still actively in the picture. Um, of course, to a certain extent, when you have children with someone, you do need the ex-wife or the ex and in the picture to a certain extent, but not to an extent where ex-wife tu sanggup kahwin balik kalau dia kahwin orang lain dulu. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so all right, so thank you for doing the homework, and the homework is to help you to let go, untuk jiwa you bersih, supaya cinta Allah boleh masuk. Buang yang keruh, all the trauma, sawang-sawang ni from your ex trauma, supaya cinta Allah diisikan dalam hati you. Okay, that is the homework. Please keep doing it. Please WhatsApp to me if you flushing all love letters. Okay, so that's your homework. WhatsApp to me, or flush, or buang, or yeah, okay, or bakar. No, don't bakar, nanti fire hazard. Okay, so okay, boleh. So banyak lagi, so many points. I just covered one point. Alright, so kita sambung malam esok, insyaAllah. Okay, sebelum kita undur diri, biasanya, if you're shy, I know most of you are, usually kita sambung macam after talk onto Telegram. So the Telegram username is this, nak jodoh, username @ nak jodoh. Okay, it's down here. Alright, so cool. Alright, so adat kita sebelum berundur, insyaAllah kita doa dan aminkan sama sendiri. Boleh? Doa aminkan sama sendiri. Ya Allah, aku minta pasangan yang menjadi menantu yang baik pada ibu bapaku, yang disayangimu untuk mendapat keredaan-Mu, berganding bahu bersama ke jannah-Mu, ya Allah. Amin. Amin. Type amin. Say amin. Okay, so I'll see you on Telegram. Bye. Assalamualaikum. Tata titi tutu. Going off air.